Hi.
Happy Sunday.
Did you know? Did you know it was Sunday?
Not in that moment.
Okay.
I'm so used to saying Happy Friday
Right,
that it
right.
felt wrong to say Sunday.
Did we even do Friday last Friday?
I think so.
Okay, okay. Yeah, my memory is blurry now, and I don't quite recall um, when last we went live.
A little over a week ago.
And then during this time, have you had the chance to? Okay, all right, okay. Because I remember you saying that you did want to,
I did, yes. Okay, I wrote one more to do comment.
but you did not do any coding.
No.
Okay, okay.
Um, yeah, I didn't want to. I think I'm struggling right now with just getting into the rhythm.
Hmm.
Like in an ideal world, which we do not live in, but in this ideal world, I want to like work on it for like 30 minutes each day.
Hmm.
But but yeah, I did not do that.
Yeah, 30 minutes each day would be useful. Would definitely be useful. It's actually something that I had wanted to recommend a while ago, but hadn't because I feel like it's also a big commitment. And then if at the start you kind of feel like you have to do the weekly thing and you have to do something every day, it sounds a lot more overwhelming than like just trying to do something on a weekly basis. So there's also that trap where, yeah, um, should I be? So here's a mini story where when I was learning how to play the tabla, which is an Indian drum set instrument, I had weekly classes.
Oh,
But you do have to practice every day. If you go to the weekly classes, um, I would struggle in some of them early on when I didn't get a chance to practice, whether to do work or whatever else. And yeah, like you notice it. It's progression is far more difficult.
how long did you do that for?
About a year and a half, less than a year and a half. Yeah.
Can you still play?
No, not really. I mean, I have drums, but they are like out of tune, and I don't know how to tune them. And then, like, I'm sure I could play some basic patterns, but I couldn't do any of this complicated stuff that I was doing. I wasn't even doing that complicated stuff, honestly. I was less than intermediate, even with the year and a bit.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. Do you think that's something you would get back into?
Maybe, maybe. Um, so they do recitals. So I did two of them. My first recital was like just a few months into me doing it, but it was very beginner, and I was because they actually do end up doing them in groups, like like the cohort will kind of present together. It's all the parents that come in of the kids, and so I was one of the few adults that was learning as well. That like they have like good people, like adults that are learning that are great. They've been doing it for years, and have kids that are kind of just coming up, and some kids that have been doing it for years, and some kids that are beginners. And I was like, I think at that in at that in that cohort, the only adult that was like learning was a beginner. And so
Mm.
I went up. I'm like, I'm like doing the stuff in front of the parents and the kids, and it was bad because I was out of tune, not out of tune, but like out of rhythm. Like I wasn't hitting the beats, and then one of the other like advanced students was kind of guiding me and like playing along with me in order for me to hit the beats. And then my second recital went really bad because um, like I practiced quite a bit for it, but in the moment I just could not play on beat, and it was really important that I do. Like in the beginner one, like okay, no worries, but in this one, and so I kept starting over and over
Mm.
um, until like I just couldn't, like I couldn't play it. So I ended it without playing the whole piece. because I was just I could not play it on beat. And I was the only one too in that, like somebody else, like if I was playing somebody else, I might have just like, you kind of catch rhythm while you're playing with somebody else sometimes, but when you're playing alone and it's not in your heart, so I never got to a place where I could play on beat, unfortunately.
Interesting. How long ago was this?
It's 2016, 2015, 2016. Yeah. 10 years ago. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I left the stage embarrassed. I was so embarrassed.
And then you were like, never again.
No. I was like, no, I was going to continue learning, but then I had my knee surgery and it kind of really derailed a lot of things. And then I never went back to classes after that. So that's my story. And that's what happens when you don't practice.
Wow.
Every day. Okay. Wow. You get embarrassed in front of. It was an auditorium that was booked for the second one as well. The first one was in a very there was this one was an auditorium. There was I was on a stage.
You got stage fright.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. I always find it interesting because I feel like when you're able to do something in practice is one thing, and whether you can do it in front of other people is for sure. A different game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even in practice, keeping on beat was difficult for me, but I was able to do it. But not enough practice.
All right. Well, I have not done enough practice, so I guess it's time for embarrassment.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah, let me share my screen.
We have our first comment, by the way, in a long time, in many streams.
Orange whistling.
From a John Barnes. I feel like I also have to say 3 or 4. You can't just say a person's name. You have to say the numbers as well.
Our faces are not showing.
Okay, I will. I'll do that.
Very, very professional here. All right.
Can you the size of both the browser and the?
How do I almost want to make this not dark mode, but I'm not sure if you can do that.
There are ways. I'm not sure how.
Theme? I'm only gonna check it. Oh, is it this maybe?
Okay.
Well, at least there's more contrast.
But is this for your personal life as well? This is not bad, by the way. Which one is this? Dark?
Yeah.
Visual Studio. Try a light one. Just so we know how it feels. Okay,
it's too much.
Ridiculous. Solarized dark often historically has been an interesting one.
Okay, I like this. Compared to whatever.
Really, Tokyo Night? Have you not tried Tokyo? Please try Tokyo Night.
No, not
this one. Oh, Tokyo Night Light maybe? No. Storm? Sorry, I'm just asking. Blue? Let's just one more, please. No, it's too much. This, I just ask for this because Tokyo Night used to be one of my favorite themes when coding a long time ago. But
this is not bad. I think it's just hard to see
on stream, especially. Yeah, for sure.
What about
that? Solarized dark is not bad.
Yeah, this is a good amount of contrast. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm continuing to use anti-gravity. For no particular reason, but it is what I'm doing.
And size here as well, if you don't mind, please. And even if you do mind, please.
All right. Okay, what did we do last time? I guess it doesn't matter.
But how far did we get? We only did one thing really because we got distracted because we had to learn about strings. If you recall, now I'm slightly
Yes.
getting my memory back. We did the strings thing. We did
We did this. Oh yeah, we were trying to get something to display somewhere. That's like the most vague thing ever that I ever said. Oh yeah, we were trying to get,
the
I
numbers.
think,
Yes, there you
this
go.
to display. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And it's displaying. That's cool. This obviously doesn't do anything because we don't have guesses yet. But I think there were a couple to-dos that I tackled right after the session.
Mhm.
So I guess I did do some things.
Yes.
But not as I hoped I would have.
I recall being sent a screenshot of numbers.
I removed. I don't know what I removed, but I removed some stuff I wasn't using. Oh, because we had the conversation about deleting, I added a dialogue to
Right. Okay.
confirm
Yeah.
that I want to delete the game. It's not pretty, but it works. And then the other thing that was bothering me was before the change, when I would delete a game, it wouldn't be reflected. So I added like a reload to.
Got it. Yep.
I just added like a reload here, so that I know when things are deleted. And then the last thing that I did was, I think I changed how the game invite link was being generated, because originally I was hard coding it to be localhost, and then I did some Googling and found root URL as a concept. I don't know if it's the right way to do it, but
it's a way to do it for certain. There's probably more of a view-ish way of doing it, which, I mean, maybe we could start there as a way of just Googling, because and you could just Google kind of get root URL view, and that might get us there.
Are you watching the Olympics?
No.
Get.
Are we supposed to? Am I supposed to?
I don't think you're supposed to do anything. How to get.
This is the Winter Olympics.
Yes.
Right. Oh, so this is it does say window dot. I had assumed. Well, AI says this inside a view component. Yeah, I was thinking that the use router methodology would be used. If you scroll down here in the second one here, it does seem to say use router, but in the following lines of code, I don't see it using the router anyway. So I would have thought that the router gives you the base URL. But if window location origin works, it works. Let's quickly take a look at the first result up there, and if there's nothing clear there, we don't have to. No, it's still like the origin business. So yeah, I think we're good. I think this is it.
Okay, cool. So I think what I'm gonna do is just take a look at all my to-do breadcrumbs that I left for myself and pick something. Oh, because I was fixing the URL, my goal was to figure out how to do the copy invite thing. Because right now, wait, do I have any games? I think I deleted all the games. Let me just create one. What did you have for breakfast today?
A croissant with turkey and cheese.
Nice. Out of all the breakfasts you've had, where would you put that? This is a good breakfast versus bad?
I feel like just getting eggs is pretty good. Just like fried eggs is pretty up there, and there were no eggs in this croissant, so
So
the eggs
wow.
would have really made the breakfast come alive. Yeah, yeah. What did you breakfast with?
I had a coffee and a banana.
Okay,
I feel
okay.
like there was something else, but I'm currently having this is such a weird thing, and you can't see it in this little circle, but I'm currently having some drinkable jelly. It's vegan. It's 100% vegan and 0 sugar, apparently.
You can show now.
Oh, okay.
Look at this. Some
That's,
jelly, some vegan jelly, and what does it do?
It's delicious. It doesn't do much. I think it just
And when
gives
you
you a
say,
sense of
yeah,
you're taking in some sugar, but there's no sugar.
when you said it's delicious, were you like reading off of the packet, or were you expressing your feelings? Because you were,
No, it's delicious.
and this is like you're saying this of your own.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. It's like I think it's like an Asian thing, like having like drinkable jelly.
Okay.
But I remember in my childhood, all of the jelly that I've had are certainly like unhealthy. So this is like a healthy version of that.
Got it.
Anyway, what I'm trying to do is now that I have a good URL, I want it to be copied into my, what do you call it? Clipboard.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just gonna Google that.
Yes, that would be.
Copy to clipboard. And do you have, I guess, an opinion on like whether to look at the AI thing first or look at the responses, like the actual pages?
I think you could look at the AI thing. That's fine. As long as it's not like you're not giving it your own code. Ultimately, you would on a web page very similar, like end up copy pasting code like this.
Okay, interesting. Navigator. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna steal all of it. I think.
Okay. I would not have done that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because and I'll tell you why, and then we'll try a different search, which will maybe be more accommodating. Which is if you look at something like add event listener click, we don't do that when we're using the view framework because we use like the at click, for example, and then we give at click a function. And so this is raw JavaScript where you would do that kind of thing. Now, so you have to, when you're doing this kind of a thing, you kind of have to parse out the stuff you don't need and go for like, what's the key element here that does the work that you need? So let's go back to the example that the AI code gave us. What here do you think actually does the work of copying to the clipboard?
This.
Yeah. So yeah, just go ahead and copy that, and we can dump that into your function.
And then is this the... Okay, that's the content. So I guess I can do invite link. Let me save. Is that it? Do I need to refresh? I don't know. Copy. Oh my gosh. It just works. It's crazy.
Well, it said it copied. Did it copy? We didn't paste yet.
It did.
It did? Okay. So we did paste. Okay, got it.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, great. Okay. Do you want the alert to come up when
No. No.
I mean, it might not be the worst thing for now, because
that's
the other
true,
option
right?
is,
You don't know. Yeah, I feel like we need something. And I don't know if...
yeah, we'll end up going down like a
Yeah.
design path. So for now, we're using dialogues. For now, we're using other paths
like
to get here.
Cavemen.
Yeah.
Cool. It's nice when something just works.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, let me add a comment.
I mean, to be unfair, perhaps it would not have worked if we did a global copy paste of the code.
Copy. Cool. What else? I don't know. Okay, you tell me if my approach seems bad, but so far my approach is like, let me pick something that I feel like I have a chance of like getting somewhere.
Yeah, making progress.
I think I wanna... So on the host page, let me just submit a few. Let me submit a few breakfasts. So Mary had a coffee and a banana.
That's what you were asking me. You weren't.
I didn't care.
It wasn't for friendship. It was for data. Your data, collecting our data.
And then you had, what did you say? A croissant?
Yeah,
with
turkey and cheese.
Turkey, cheese, no eggs, sad. Oh yeah, there's no feedback on submitting. Hold on, I want to open. Oh. Wait, how do I make this? I'm so like... let's put it down there. Make this bigger too. I just want to make sure that they were submitted, but I think I refreshed, so I guess we'll see. Okay, 2 responses. Nice. What I want to make work is these are like tags that should say who the players are. And let me just get rid of that. And so prior to I guess all this stuff rendering, I created some like fake UI things just to see how it looks. So I'm just gonna uncomment it, I think. I know it's not efficient what I did, but just to show what that looks like. So I'll do that. So what am I doing here? So I need the player name. I know none of this work yet. think maybe I will. I don't know if this is a good way to do it, but my instinct is to like take a look at. Oh, jeez. Take a look at what this looks like. So I want the player name to be displayed, nothing else. And it's inside the responses array. So it's in. Can I just do that? Oh wait, I don't remember what a key is, even though I wrote that. Why is this not happy? Oh geez, okay. Okay, something did happen. Okay, so it's getting the whole thing.
I mean, just so this is a separate thing, which is distracting, but what's the browser that you're using?
I'm using Arch.
Because there is, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just noticed the comment from Mr. 304.
Ooh. I don't know. I'm like a terrible I'm a terrible user because I just started trying it at the recommendation of somebody else.
It won't prompt the recommendation. Oh, no reason. Okay.
But I like that, like if I want, I can just have like a full screen and I don't have to. I don't know. I feel like it's well designed. It's pretty clean. I'm probably not the most efficient user of anything, but I'm definitely not using all of the functionality. I like that there are these spaces that I can create at the very bottom left. So I try to separate, the mind spaces that I'm in sometimes. But I don't know if it eats less RAM.
Yeah. Okay, sorry to interrupt. I just the question was asked like minutes ago. Many minutes ago, and so I missed it.
That's cute.
This is the breakfast.
That's what you had. Well, without the egg.
Without the egg, yeah, almost. Just so close.
Cool. Okay, so I got
so
the
close,
object.
So close is also where you are in terms of getting the name in this tab.
Yes, this is true.
All right. Yeah. Sorry for the interruption, but keep going.
Okay, so for each. Player name. Okay, so it's displaying the whole thing. And that's confusing because I'm only asking it to display player name.
Is that what you're asking it to display?
I thought
you should trust that it's displaying what you're asking it to display.
Yeah.
So that can't be true.
Okay.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Change player name as a thing to player breakfast.
But okay.
I'm just demonstrating a point in a very crude manner.
Okay.
And then you have to change it back in the other place as well.
Oh, like here?
Yeah.
Oops.
And this is one of the key points to disassociate what you're doing with what you're typing with what is happening.
Oh, what the heck?
So in this case, did we ask code to display player breakfast? Just because it says player breakfast, we could say anything. We could say
So what?
Player shoes. Let's go back and rename it player shoe. Now I have to make a point because let's go right back and it just you could call it anything. It's just a variable name.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I see. So.
And here's a good pattern to adopt is so v4 is a loop and it's looping through. Yes. Response in responses. And so your key here has to be either a number. It should be either a number or a string, not the entire response object. So the key is supposed to be some unique aspect in the object. So let's go back. It could still be the player name, but is there anything else that signifies like an ID for each response or something like that in the So we don't. We could just use player name here. The only confusing part might be if there's multiple players with the same name. The key's meant to be unique, but I think for now, response.player name is an adequate key. And it just allows Vue to keep track of objects that change. It's not a big deal in our use case here, so I wouldn't worry about it. Let's just call the key response.player name as well, please.
Cool. I wanted to display in the same line. Thinking. So I had this, but I think it's in the wrong div. Ah, jeez. Oh my god. So I just. Okay.
I want to offer you a tip here. Usually I'll just let you go for a while and then do it, but I'll no, do me a favor, just remove the div thing that you added there.
Okay.
So yes, your thing is something here is not in the place that it's supposed to be. So you could view it two ways. You could say that the class is not where it's supposed to be, or you could say the v4 and key are not where they're supposed to be. And because what are we really looping through? We're like the div is the outer div that contains the tags, but here you've created many of those divs. And so and so instead of adding another div around so there you go, you got it.
Yay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Should I have let you go, create the two divs, add the extra div, and then you let me know what you prefer? Because am I happy to do either? No, actually, what I'm happy for is you to get it right the first time, Mary.
I mean, it would have been inefficient, but it would have worked, right?
Yeah, it would have worked. Yeah, absolutely. That's true. Too.
But this is better. Yes.
It's about kind of parsing the code as you're reading it and like trying to really understand where it belongs what. It's not like it's honestly when we read this, it seems like a simple thing, but your instinct to create a wrapper div was not incorrect. It was the correct instinct as well. But there's a higher instinct that we can develop, which is to say, what's already out here, and how can how you can leverage what's already there.
Okay, I feel like I should add a commit.
Yes.
Because I'm already starting to forget what I did. So we got the copy to invite to work, and then this.
Are you not using AI to generate?
I thought we're not using AI.
But maybe to generate commit messages, I feel like is very useful. because it's not code, you know. Did it get it right?
Yeah.
So good.
Enable invite link. It's nice.
Oh, it's too good.
So speaking of AI, I feel like it's been a while since we talked about it here, at least.
This is bait. You tell me. Speaking of AI,
How are
how
you?
how are
How?
you? No, no. How are you? How are you feeling about it? You who asked the question.
Okay. It's it's complicated.
Walk us
My
through it.
relationship with AI is complicated. Okay. Um, on the one hand, I think it's super useful.
Hmm.
Um, like my biggest use case, at least at work, is just asking questions about the
Yeah.
code base that I did not work on, I guess,
Hmm.
for the most part. So, like, being able to get clarity on how things work is honestly like my biggest use case right now.
Yeah.
um, on the other hand, I'm honestly just tired of talking about it.
Really?
Like, it's just, it's like the Olympics. It's like everyone's talking about it, but
Everyone
it's
is
like
talking about
all
it.
of the time.
Everyone is talking about it all of the time. That is true.
Yeah.
I made a LinkedIn post and I got the most engagement I've gotten out of maybe any post I've made in many years. Um, I did a little bit where I said, "Hey, like, reach out if you want to talk about it,"
Mm.
and um, like more people have reached out, but like around 6 or 7 people reached out just to DM talking about it, but then four of them converted into like, "Hey, let's catch up," because they were all messages from people that I have worked with in the past, and so there's a bunch of like catch up calls that I'll be doing next week as a result of that post because it's on people's minds. A developer I used to work with many years ago, um, around 2013, I want to say 2013, 2014, messaged me with the sentiment that my post had captured, which is like all these skills that you spent like a decade building, and in my case, multiple decades, is sort of just like the AI does in seconds.
Mm.
Or minutes or what have you, but does it very well right now. And there is a level of existential crises for some developers, not all, obviously, but um,
So
and
you used to be more skeptical, eh? Where are you now?
I I no, I've seen the path in a way that like what I've been telling my friends, my developer friends, is that the technology to replace the developer role is here already. It's very good, um, and we should just be ready for it. Still a bunch of my friends are skeptics, and um, we're all going to have to deal with it one way or another.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, it's just a matter of time.
But you don't like, so you feel like your mind has changed.
Well, my mind has changed months ago. My mind changed maybe 7 months ago. After Claude Code, I was like, oh, great. Because prior to Claude Code, even the agentic things that I'd work with, include Gemini, including, GitHub's Copilot things or what have you, none of them were really solving um, non-trivial problems that well. And Claude Code was the first one that got me to like 65% of a non-trivial issue that I was dealing with. And the other ones would only like get me maybe 10 to 20%, 30% of the way there, which is like, why bother? But if something is able to get me to like anywhere from, 60 to 70%, that's a major change. And then from then on, it's only gotten better to a point where now, 95 to even 99% of my code is written by AI, but also because I keep pushing, right? Instead of going back into the code, I'll prompt, even like the minor updates, I'll just prompt them instead of jumping back into the code and changing them myself. Yeah, it's very good. I was going to take this even further. Like previously, the posts that people were making were like, oh, you have to treat AI like a junior developer. The thing is, it's way better now than a junior developer. It's better now than most developers I work with in my career. I don't know what to, like, especially with like debugging an issue. It's very good. It's very good. Like, oh, where is this in the code? Can you like find this bug? Can you reproduce this bug? And it does a really good job. Does it need guidance? Yeah. Like, so do other senior developers also need guidance. But the AI's ability to discover and navigate code bases, just that, which is a massive thing in terms of any developer becoming good, is navigating existing code bases, and AI is amazing at that right now. So I wish
How do you feel about it?
Well, yeah, in a way, I wish it wasn't. I wish, I wish that, like, a part of me does wish that I was on the tail end of my like career and AI emerged, and I'd be like, don't have to worry about it, don't have to think about it. I'm done. Somebody else's.
And what's preventing you from feeling that way?
Are you saying I should retire now, and then that's the then
I mean, you seem like you could have you could have more time for drumming.
If you retire, yes, and then no source of income. There's trade-offs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we do have to exceedingly adapt to or prepare ourselves for whatever's coming. It could be a range of things. Obviously, sometimes when a new technology emerges, it just increases the amount of work people do. So it's not as if there are fewer developers or fewer software manipulators, generators. But yeah, I could. There's John recommends a professional tabla player.
What does that mean? What is that?
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Yeah. Take a look. So this is a percussion instrument. So a set here. One of them is kind of the bass type.
Is this
sound.
what you have, or is it something else?
This is what I learned.
Okay.
In the third picture, that's Zakir Hussain, who was one of the more famous and popular tabla players of our generation. Are you gonna play? Are you gonna play the sounds?
I don't know. Maybe. I'll do it real quick.
Yeah. Can we just not have? Can we just have someone brown play the tabla if that's okay? I know it sounds so way weird, but
okay. I looked at. Is this a good video?
Yeah, that's good enough.
Oh, okay.
I don't hear we don't hear the sounds here, but
no, really.
But I think it's good enough for you to hear the sounds.
Okay.
Like it's very pleasing, at least to me. It's like exceedingly pleasing. the sounds that Tabla makes. And yeah, to be able to then kind of have those sounds, like to be able to create those sounds by yourself as well was very rewarding.
Cool.
Um,
Yeah, like maybe being software dev is slowing you down from your
from my true,
musical career. Yeah.
absolutely, 100% it is, for sure, for sure. So yeah, I mean, something to think about in the next little while in terms of um, how developers will be leveraged in the next little while. I'm not saying it's an instant thing that'll instantly happen, but I think a few things could happen. One, which is yeah, like the need for software developers will decrease tremendously, or software developers will just be expected to do more. So the need for them won't decrease necessarily. The profession will change. The training for it will change. Um, but we'll all be prompting what seemed like a prompt engineering, what seemed like a joke, like I'd laugh at that, is literally what I'm doing now. So that's kind of a real jolt if there ever was one. Um, and definitely coding is something that's very um, approachable for AI versus I think right now where like something like design is still like it's not bad, but it's not great. But coding is great. Like it's really good.
I wonder if it's like because it's easier to like train, like there's more amount of training data.
Yeah, I would think so. And then because it's visual and maybe like the image, basically, like it's also very good. Like people are generating like these amazing SVGs through, and SVGs are essentially text representations of visualizations, and AI is able to do a very good job. Is it great? It's not great, but it's very decent. Um, you're able to get information from Figma. It's pretty
Yes.
cool. Although all of that is like still CSS, you know what I mean, which is still code in a way. Like it's not exactly CSS. I don't know what's the Figma MCP server does behind the scenes, but at least it can be described in CSS, which is very tangible and AI like. And it does. Figma MCP does take screenshots actually. It does both. It'll try and get metadata and it'll additionally take screenshots. But it's not great. Like I can't right now give it a screenshot and say make it look like this and have it do it well.
Yeah, yeah.
But I can say do this kind of thing or implement this feature in this way, and it does it very well. Do I have to refactor? Yes. Or sorry, do I have to tell it to refactor? Yes. Do I have to try multiple attempts? Yes. I'm not saying it's one-shotable, but it's again, I have to dealing with other even very senior engineers. I have to be like, can we refactor this, please? Can we do it like this, please?
Now
Just
you don't have to worry about hurting people's feelings.
yes, now I don't have to worry. Although it's debatable, folks will say, um, folks will claim that I never did. So it's debatable. Um, John, I have not tried Nano Banana AI videos, but I trust they're getting like better and better and better, similar to how coding has gotten very good. Um, yeah, I think even with a lot of the images that are being generated that I'll see on social media that I know are AI, um, but the people now have 5 fingers now, like consistently, where before they had like six or a phantom finger. Like you see less and less of that, right? A couple of years ago, that was happening a lot more often. Is not now. So yeah, this is not a we're not going through a change we've gone through before. Like this is some changes are kind of like, okay, it'll change and it'll normalize, it'll change and it'll normalize. This change might also normalize. It's just I'm very unsure, and it's unlike other things. I'll tell you why too. I know I'm just ranting, but prior, like people were like, well, you have to write assembly or you use punch cards to code, and now this is just another layer. It's not just another layer. It's not just another language. With every other language, you had to be precise. Precision was paramount towards getting the result you wanted. But now you could be fairly imprecise and still get results close to what you wanted. And that's never happened before.
Mm-hmm.
And that means the accessibility to coding changes tremendously. Or at least generating software, right? Now we're generating software instead of developing software. And so generating software is widely accessible to anyone who's willing to prompt a few times. You can misspell things. Even when talking about code, you can have spelling errors and it will know to do the right thing. It will know what you're talking about. No code before has done that. That's right. It's about AI.
Oh no, I fucked something up. Sorry.
I have not been paying close attention to the code changes you've been making, and you made a lot of changes though.
Okay,
you made a lot of changes.
I did not.
I saw a lot of code being deleted.
Okay, no, I copied a whole bunch of stuff. What did I copy? I copied this because I'm trying to work on making the game ID unique.
Okay.
So originally it was this first line. And then I did not validate what this even does.
Yes. So here's the trick they don't teach you. I mean, they teach you everywhere actually, but it's just most people don't go to school anymore. If you copy the line itself, like starting from math to the end. Yeah, starting from the word math.
Oh, this?
Yeah. And just copy that. AI would have copied from the word math first try, just
Okay.
And then now go to your browser, go to your see that's what I'm saying. It's often better. Go to the browser and to your app. It doesn't have to be to your app, but this is a more familiar context. Go to console and paste it in the console. And press enter.
Wait.
Oh yeah, this is good. This is smart. They don't like people pasting here because people are being told to paste code here. Please type allow pasting. Go ahead and type allow pasting. Yeah, I would have gotten that right. Just to really hammer it in, AI makes mistakes, don't get me wrong. Press up and enter again.
So that should work, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the problem? Did I?
Well, when you say it should work, how many things did you change though?
All I changed, okay, I copied this whole thing only to realize I don't need this whole thing, I don't think. So all I did was just copy this and replace this line with it.
And that's all you did?
I think so.
I feel like there was there not a rearrangement of anything else? Okay, I see. And because your initial one, okay, yeah. So there is, I'm not sure. I don't think this is what's causing it to not work in the way that you think, but there is one quite substantial difference in what you changed. Go ahead and uncomment the previous line just so they're syntactically visible. Okay, so fine. Yeah, yeah. One of them returns a number and the other one returns a string. And that may be the cause. It may not be the cause, but it's an apparent difference that we can see. So we should test for.
Do I need brackets around it? I don't know if I do. To string.
I'm gonna ask you to pause here. There's a level of guessing / incorrect parsing or incorrect parsing that's happening here. Oh no, I was incorrect. This should work. My bad. I misread. I misread.
Guess let's try it again.
But yeah, either way, we should try it.
Did I create it? Oh, it did get created. It just didn't go to the page.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know. I'm running out of
ideas.
Yeah. What's your favorite snack? Okay, so I guess that was.
Yeah, somewhere along the lines. And because we're using MongoDB as well, one key or one property can store different types of values. So game ID can store string, it can store integer, and in that case, it was.
Cool. Okay, I think I'm running out of easy things I can tackle.
To do? Okay, yeah, that's great though. Then it's still, the easy things are still like reps, you know? You still have to do all the repetitions, you have to.
I don't know oh, what did I change here? Oh, I guess nothing.
A line was removed.
Empty line? Okay.
Yeah, because you can see it's red.
Cool. Okay. I think what I should do next is to figure out how to move the game stage to guessing.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Maybe there are things I missed, but I feel like that's the next unlock.
Right, so we're creating the game. We have the case where players, quote unquote, or responses have come in from people, and then we now want to get guesses from people.
Wait, should I do this? Don't show this again. Yeah, so the responses are coming properly. And the guessing, I guess, just to refresh at least myself on what that looks like. I should have done this before the session. Okay, I'm gonna do this on a different tab.
Because of potential leaking of information.
Yes.
Although now, okay, because I started seeing.
Oh
yeah, we're seeing.
Oh my god.
There's a lot happening right now.
Okay.
What
Do you have a favorite snack?
I don't think I have a favorite. Favorite is such a strong word, and I don't think I have a favorite snack. I have many snacks that I enjoy. Chocolate. Is chocolate a snack?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
kind of chocolate?
I I really like this upsets people, but I like orange chocolate. You know the Terry's
Oh,
orange?
okay. Wait, why is that upsetting
Some
to
people are
anyone?
very against that kind of chocolate. Some people are like, "What? How can you like that?"
Hmm, I think it's great.
Yeah, I really like it. It just it hits it, like it gives me the orange that I need, or the vitamin C for my body,
Of
and
course.
I get chocolate. So what could go wrong? Pretty sure that's not. Pretty sure that's not true.
That's funny. I don't know why my Figma's not loading. Oh, okay.
Did you know there's also a desktop Figma app?
I do. I do use it.
Oh, you do use it. Okay.
I do use it. Um, I was trying to maintain between like browser and the IDE, so I don't
Right.
have to
Got
keep
it.
switching.
Okay, got it. I recently started using the Figma desktop app because the remote MCP server didn't work. So the Figma app ships with its
Yes.
own local MCP server. So that was, I was like, okay, let's give it a go.
Sorry, I'm so disoriented.
Because of Figma?
Yeah. Okay, I think I got it. All right, let's get this back here. So here is my big Figma board. And we just did most of this page. Again, styling is optional right now. Because this is going to change anyway. So I'm trying to not look at styling too much in the specific copy. And what I'm trying to do is hit continue to results so that, oh wait, no, this is the wrong page. Continue to guessing so that players can start guessing. So like matching the player name to the response. So they should see. I don't know if this is exactly how I want it to be, but for now, the idea is that there will be cards that display all the responses, and then on each card, they can select a player name.
Did you think that the drag and drop was confusing to people?
Not really. I think it's more okay. This might be a design discussion. It was more that on a later stage, I really like the idea of showing each response first.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah. This is a much simpler implementation generally. The only thing from a user perspective that changes is like, which is slightly, again, it's not like complex. When I say complex, I don't mean like really complex. It's complex in relation to everything else we're doing. Is that once you've selected Mary for one, you can't select Mary for the other. So your drop downs will need to constantly change their options based on who's already been selected in the other drop downs. Where in the drag and drop interface, that was kind of automatic. It's not a big deal either way.
Yeah. I think that could get confusing if there's a lot of entries.
Let's build it and see.
For sure.
Build it and see what it feels like.
Yeah. Okay, cool. The other challenge that I think, at least when we were playing the first version of Who's Breakfast, was like what happens when someone who submitted a response wants to play. So if I'm Mary and I already submitted that I had black coffee and a granola bar, but I want to play the guessing part too, I shouldn't see my own response. But maybe that's too complicated for now.
Yeah, I would leave it out on the version.
Okay.
Version 0.
Okay, so okay, so first we need some way to move to guessing. I find it, so I don't know. I'm not sure if this is the best way to do it, but right now everything is happening on like the host page and the play page. Mm-hmm. And I think that makes sense, but I do find it hard to wrap my head around because like the page is serving so many purposes.
Yeah. We can break them down to components. I probably wouldn't for now. That comes with its own pros and cons. I suppose, what are you trying to do right now that you feel is maybe getting in your way?
So I guess I can hide the section.
Oops, I did not mean to do that. I meant to copy the... I don't know. Somebody posted something in Hindi, and I wanted to translate it in a different window.
Do you understand it?
I can't read Hindi.
Oh, okay.
I can understand some spoken Hindi.
Oh.
Or like transliterated Hindi. I can understand. I can't read it. Sorry, you were saying that you were looking for?
Okay, so I guess I can hide this whole section. I guess one is like, I think step 1 is just moving the stage to guessing. Because right now I have most of like the first stage displayed. And for stage 2 and 3, I just kind of put a placeholder that tells me that it's now in the right stage. Mm-hmm. So I just need to set the game stage to guessing, I think, as a first step. I think.
Yeah.
How do I do that again? So I'm trying to remember. The original stage was set at game creation. So I think I'm going to go to that and see what that looks like. Okay, so stage, new game stage. Okay, so this is update stage. Oh yeah, I created an empty thingy. I don't know if it's necessary, but so stage. Just see. How does this work? I'm also hungry.
And whose fault is that?
I blame the Olympics.
That's fair.
That's why I was up until 1 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Which was why I didn't get up on time this morning. Which is why I didn't eat a lot.
because you have to watch it live. Like you have to. It's obligatory.
You know what's funny? I wasn't even watching anything live. I was just watching highlights.
That actually legitimately is funny.
Okay, what am I doing? So this was how the game was created. Okay, so updating stage. Okay. I think first I need to get the game, right? And then update the stage. Is that? I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna steal this. So find the game ID. And then updating the stage. I don't know if I don't know if this is necessary. This feels
Yeah. Is there anything? Are there any other endpoints here where we update the game?
Like update the game at all? Oh yeah, I guess so. Like adding responses. Okay, so this is like adding stuff to it. And I guess what I need is to change something.
Do me a favor, can you increase the volume of the code? Yeah, there you go. And so you said this is adding something, but maybe just scan the code very deeply.
It's looking for the game ID to find the right object.
Yeah, but there's something very specific I was hoping for you to see, which is like what are we ultimately calling? Like what's the function that we're calling?
Update one?
Yeah. Which is so function isn't like add array item, it's update one. And update one what? Update one
game
collection. One document in this collection, right? Update one document that matches this game ID. And that update happens to be push. It's not that it's like, so I think it's probably decent to look at some examples of update one that don't push or do something other than push.
Okay, let's see. Oh my god.
And again, for production purposes, if you can. I think maybe if you keep scrolling down, that might be an example. Another, how did you get here?
I Googled search MongoDB.
Examples, maybe if you search with examples, it might, oh yeah, there you go. Our friend AI might get as an example.
Set? Ooh, that sounds maybe what we want.
Yeah. And so push, again, the idea sort of being like, even when you're scanning that, instead of, I'm not sure how you were seeing it, but you definitely described it as this adds, where it's an update that happens to push, like more specifically. And if it happens to push, then maybe it can do other things.
Okay, so let's try set. Wait. Stage. Guessing. Wait. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Oh, does it need to be a string? How do I test this though?
I can just run it. You could yeah, I just call it, like hook up the button to submit to this and call it and see what happens.
Should I bother like changing any of this? Should I?
It depends on what, because it just ended up returning a status anyway.
Okay.
I would just quickly test whether any of it works as a first step.
Okay. Every time I change a file, I'm like disoriented. I'm like, what am I doing? Where am I?
Okay. I mean, in this case, because we're beginners, we're also doing a lot of copy pasting the boilerplate code. Once we get better, there are ways of organizing the code so it's not like so much in each file. But for now, this is fine. Like I wouldn't try and refactor any of this.
Okay, I'm trying to remember how the add response happens.
If we could pause here. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to the file we were on.
Yes.
Let's go to, for example, let's go to update stage file. Let's go to the update stage file. And in your heart, the question is, hey, I want to call update stage from the front end in the same way that I'm calling add response. Ideally from here, your first instinct should not be which file is it in, or like trying to figure out through memory which file it is, although you could do that and there's value in that. You should search for it. So in this case, I don't know the shortcuts for search in VS Code, but definitely in the side here, and then here add response typed appropriate casing. Right, and now it says ID fetch. You can see it. You click on it, and now you're in the exact spot where you should be. Versus kind of like, let me by memory think what the file is, and let me figure it out.
Cool. Oh yeah, while you were chatting, I added this.
I did see that. I did see
okay.
that.
Okay. Okay. Take that whole thing, I think. Go back to my host page. Okay, so just gonna take this. Oh my god, I keep pressing buttons I don't mean to. Okay, so it's stage. I'm getting a lot of comments that.
Yeah, I sent you a note elsewhere in the chat if you want to see. They're all the same.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so in this case, wait, do I need? need this? I'm not sure. Stage. I feel like I'm just making things up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't think it's gonna work, but we'll see. We shall see. Just to confirm this is doing the right page. Host, yeah. I'm gonna clear that. Refresh. What's the shortcut for refresh?
You probably, I mean, yeah, that's fine. Command R. You're gonna have to clear a network again. Yeah, there you go. And then you're gonna have to clear network again because you keep refreshing after network. Because that when you refresh, it it makes network calls.
Okay.
It doesn't. Okay, let's go back to our code for a second. The update staging code. Here, if you just scan this, do you notice what's happening here? The way you used it in the front end is not how you coded it in the back end. And I'm curious whether you can see what the difference is. Feel free to switch back and forth between front end call and back end call. It really should be glaring. It should be like,
what?
It should be so widely glaring.
Update.
And once I tell you, or you might see it yourself as well, but once I tell you, you're going to be like, yeah, it should have been glaring. No exaggerations are happening. Let me know when you're ready.
I feel like I'm blind.
It's okay. Really look at every single line on each side. You don't have to scroll. It's every single line you should see is on the screen. So look at every single line in the go-to guessing function on the front end and take a look at every single line, I guess, on what's on the screen on the back end. If I tell you more, it'll be too obvious.
I have no idea. Like, do I not need this? I guess.
No, it's yes, almost, but no. Yes and no. It's related. Do you know why? Can you describe exactly why?
Because I only need game ID here.
Yeah, but there's a more concrete description. It's related. Yes, it's all related. But there's a concrete description or explanation here, which I'm hoping that you can describe in words. It might be in your heart. It's unclear on my part. You have 5 seconds to get it.
No, just tell me. We don't need to wait 5 seconds.
So on the front end, you're passing in guessing, but on the back end, you've hard-coded guessing. Implicitly, what you've done on the front end is you're saying here that you could pass any stage in. So on front end, change that stage to responses, which is the initial stage, right? When you update stage here, will it update the back end to responses? It will not. It will always. So here in this, what you've done, again, in terms of like, it's all implicit and explicit in the code. The implicitness is the endpoint is called update stage. It's not called update to guessing. And then you've hard-coded guessing in the back end. But additionally, then you have passed in guessing, this passed in stage in the front end, which implies something is happening, and it will work. Like if you didn't look at the code, it would have just worked, and you would assume it's working, but it was working by luck in a way, like it happens to work rather than it is intended to work in that way.
Okay, so
you just have to decide what your intention is. And in our app, we know that we will need to change the
yes. Question mark. Oh, how do we go back? Oh no.
Sorry, I was busy trying to ban this bot that's making these comments. But the restream panel won't let me.
No, it's fine. I can figure it out. It's fine.
So I missed what happened there. But John, yeah, I was trying to ban already, but I'm not on the YouTube interface here, and I could open the YouTube interface in a different window and do it.
Okay, so let's clear my network. It should also reload, I think. So let's do that somewhere. I don't remember how reload works, so I'm gonna look for it.
Okay, is this how you're doing it? Okay, that's fine.
Why? Do you have a problem with it?
Yeah, I do actually, but it's
You do?
yeah.
Well,
I legitimately
tell
do.
me.
No, it's not. It's not functionally important at the moment. Oh, it did work. Sorry, when I go to YouTube now, it says deleted message or something. But thanks for the comment, John, here as well.
Is this right?
Because okay, that's fine. That's also interesting. Can you go back in the code? Sorry, I'm being distracted here by.
Wait, where do you want to go back to?
To where your initial reload was. Also, I do notice points for searching for reload instead of going to like guess where it is. Okay, yeah, all of that. So this is interesting, and we'll kind of pause this here. Let's go back to your code. And the thing is that, because we're copy pasting, we're using many different JavaScript patterns. And we're mixing and mashing, and that's fine. I think, I don't want to go into the depths of like promises and this and that at the moment. But if you read your code, it's not indented quite correctly. The dot catch should be like, that dot should be tied directly to the previous bracket, the way the then is. Because those are, or the then also needs to be on the secondary line. Like those are concepts that are tied together, right? Because it happens, it does the fetch, and then it does the then, or it does the catch, right? So it's then or catch. Yes, that's what I thought was interesting. Is those are like then this. Okay. Otherwise, you end up reloading on error as well.
Yes, that's right. All right. Wait, why am I stuck?
What's interesting here is for testing purposes, you can also. Are you stuck?
Something is not going as I expected, I guess.
Where do we want to go? What do we want to do?
Nav, it goes to like the home page rather than being stuck here. Like it should go here.
Yeah. There's something that we should have done, but it's gone now.
Oh no.
Your first instinct when that kind of thing happens is that you want to check the console. to see if there's any errors in there. But because the refresh got rid of those, that's fine. We can move forward. If it happens again, we can revisit.
Okay. So I don't know why this one game is not working.
Was that the ID game that we didn't have the ID for?
Wait.
Because it might be searching for a string ID, and we saved it as a integer ID, right?
Okay, so I guess so.
I should have asked you that. I should have drilled down. It's like, can you remember why?
Yes. I vaguely remember, yes. Okay, I'm just gonna create a new game. Musical instrument. Musical instrument. Okay, so now let's just make sure it still works. I continue to guess. Nice. Okay, cool. Let me do a commit before I lose things like my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the cooking language. Seems fine. I think I'll pause here.
Did we test it?
Yeah.
We did just test it, right? And did the same error happen that we were seeing before? Clicking back wasn't going back.
Oh yeah, right. Oh.
Yeah, so sometimes those errors happen as a result of kind of like the mishmash state of all the code changing and the kind of being auto-loaded. So it's always good to retest those kinds of things. And then if you are playing around with this, if you do some practice off stream, one kind of thing I would suggest is adding a kind of a back to responses button, even in the game itself.
Yeah.
That you could kind of switch back and forth just for your own kind of think about both in admin and in because like it's just very easy to switch back and forth. So you could just, even for your current testing, you don't have to let me go back to the host page to switch back to the. It's just you could kind of just play with it, and then we'll get rid of it when it's production time.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess next time well, I guess depends on if I do stuff in between. But I think the next big piece is like adding guesses and building out that page where you match the player and the response.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Not a lot of yelling from you this time.
I did some stopping. I think my old age is mellowing me out. That's what people say. That's what people have said. It's not. I'm not making that up.
So between last Friday and this Sunday,
I've aged tremendously. Yeah, you better believe it.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens next time.
Yeah, let's see.
Maybe you will get younger.
Benjamin Button, yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I will try to do practice in between.
Okay, yeah.
But we'll see.
All right, and we might be back on Friday. Let's see.
All right. Thank you for coming to watch. I guess right now just the one viewer.
Yeah, thank you, John. We can just name them. It's not. Thank you.
It's hard to tell who exactly is the viewer.
We can still thank John.
Thank you,
even
John.
if John's not here. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for sticking with us, and we'll catch you on Friday, and if not, on a random day. Okay, let's go home, everyone.